This is me, Love Jones. I am back with another one. My face is dry. My face feels dry. And I forgot to put my pines on. And I think I left my thing in the car anyway. Another workout gone wrong, y'all. Y'all know I be trying to stop at random places so I can work out. So I ain't gotta deal with all that garbage energy. And I think they figured it out. It's like they ahead of the game now. So when they was first sending everybody over to my regular gym, last time I went in the regular gym, y'all, it was quiet. All those people that I knew wasn't regulars. It was a bunch of people just like me that wasn't in there when I first started, that all of a sudden started appearing in there. When I went to my regular gym last time, y'all, they wasn't even there. The gym was clear. Nobody in there. Let me see if this thing in the back. Give me a second. So none of them that just so happened to start appearing in there regularly, nobody was. It looked normal again because I hadn't been in there in like a week. So it wasn't no need of them going in there pretending to work out either. And so when I went the last time, I was like, wow, it looks normal. It looks like that first week or two that I came. But y'all notice I told y'all the other day about an old girl in a gym. And so today, I just randomly stopped at the new one. And now it just all of a sudden dawned on me. And so they ahead of the game now. Before, when they was just sending people to my regular gym to annoy the hell out of me, when I stopped going, they stopped sending them. And so that's why I looked up in a gym when I went in to use the restroom originally. And it was mostly Spanish people. By the time I went back in there, it was quite a few people in there looked like me. I wasn't sitting outside that long, y'all, eating carrots. I wasn't sitting out there no longer than like 10 minutes. I don't think I did a video or anything anyway. Now today I randomly stopped at this one over here. Only to look up as I'm stretching and wonder why the hell this girl keep looking at me. Tall, skinny, dark skin, and got this haircut, y'all. It kind of looked, she was very, very masculine. I say that. She looked like she liked girls. And I kept trying to figure out why she looking at me. And I'm like, maybe she looked like she liked girls, or maybe that's why she keeps staring. But I'm trying to ignore the energy. But you can't ignore certain things. And so I'm working out. I started feeling this weird energy. And I look up, everybody is like coming over in the park, and there was only a few people over there at first. And when I say a few, I mean a couple, 2 other people in there. I think somebody was training. And it was them and their trainer that was in there. And so I look up, and there's some staff that's in there working out. Old girl came Um, you know, kind of bigger girl came in there and took the machine right next to me where I was stretching at, and then old girl came in and she was at the one right across from me. It just started being overcrowded. It wasn't that many people in there for everybody to all of a sudden come over in the part that I was in. And it's like almost, it's like where you begin working out at. Not much over there to do except for stretch, really. You have the machines over there, but not anything worth anything. Anyway, I decided I'm gonna move. I finished what I was doing really quick and I moved. I went on to the other part, did a little workout in the next part, went over into another side, did what I had to do, and as I was finishing up, who do I look up and see? Her again. And so now I'm realizing what it is that she doing. You know, at first I thought maybe it's a coincidence that she over here, because that's what the other girls did. I'd be working out, I moved to one part, they moved to one part. I moved to another part, they moved to another part. It's really annoying, especially when I be trying to stay away from people. I'm about to light this sage off right there. And so anyway, long story short, she don't follow me from one side of the gym to the other side, and I'm like, let me go ahead and just end this workout, because I already, you know, I be reading energy. So when I say I already don't like her, I don't know her, but I felt the energy, and I don't like the energy. I'm thinking to myself, I already don't like this chicken. She done follow me from one side to the other side. Let me go ahead and end this workout and go ahead and leave. So I go into the back, go into the locker room, and by the time I got my clothes back on, I was thinking to myself while I was in the shower, it's got to be something, because I feel this weird energy, like I can feel it. So I'm like, yeah, it's definitely something. It's probably something she was sending, because I can feel all this weird energy. This is what I'm thinking. Something she sent, and I can feel it still, because she out there and I'm in here, right? Wrong. Finish getting dressed, come out of the dressing room. What do I look up and see? She right there. So now I know this is why I'm feeling that strong energy so strong. She done follow me from one side of the gym to the other side of the gym and into the locker room, and I can feel her dirty energy every step of the way. And see, the first time when she first walked up, I really didn't pay that much attention to it, because you didn't feel the energy immediately. But what I noticed is every time I looked up, she was looking at my face. And so that was kind of like a dead giveaway. But I tried to brush it off as maybe she's a dyke, because that's what she looked like. That's what she giving. I tried to brush it off as that. It wasn't that, y'all. So now they done gotten hip to me stopping at these random gyms. And I guess they doing a little pre-plan, so they can make sure they got somebody around all the time. You know what? When I was in Vegas, at least it was a lot of Spanish people, a lot of Asian people around, a lot of white people when it comes down to the Masons. And I say the Masons because you know what they look like, you know what their energy feel like. It's kind of all the same. And so I knew it was a lot of them around. But I come back here to Georgia, and who's doing the gang stalking and watching and energy siphoning, and everybody look like us. And you wonder why we can't get that far in life, as a whole. It was we the ones who don't look out for each other. We do dirty stuff to try to win over one another. And it's sad, y'all. I'm just talking right now. I'm just cleaning up. I'm about to go and get me something to eat. I was waiting. I got a video of it. I know me, I like to expose people for what they be doing. I need a talk show. Because I like to put you on blast when you're doing something stupid. When you think you're doing something secretive and you're trying to get over on people, because people need to see what these people look like. So they'll know. These the people who be harvesting your energy, and they look like just a regular person. And they'll come and they appear to be just around, just doing what you're doing, right? I'm working out, and they appear to be working out too. You grocery shopping, they appear to be grocery shopping too. But they doing some weird shit spiritually. And so you have to pay attention to who you be around, y'all. And so I ain't the one that just go around snitching now. I don't put everybody on blast, but I feel like these people specifically who do this type of stuff, they need to be put on blast. So y'all know what to look for. Or you know, it be your own family member sometimes. And you wonder why you can't get ahead in life, but they just moving along just fine. That's why. So I don't know. Faithful lover, envoy. Although I have this video on her, I wasn't gonna post the one that I have. I was just waiting to see if she walked out, because she seemed to just so happen move every time I move, y'all. Just so happen she moved with me. Just so happened, right? And so I was waiting to see when she come out, so I can turn this camera around on her, y'all can see. Obstacles, adversity, calamity. Yeah, I feel like that's what they're trying to do. They see you moving ahead in life, and so that's what they do. They send their people around to throw something at you and try to create more obstacles for you. But I said a little prayer while I was inside, and may that everything she's seeing gonna be bound to her family, whoever she got at home, whoever she loved the most. Hello. That's what I do. When I get the feeling, that energy, I send it right back. Call all my energy back to me, and I send all that dirty energy back to them, and may you be bound to it. May your family be bound to it until someone is tasked with breaking the generational curse that you created. And so it could be in your family for generations. May you send a curse. May I get a blessing. May your family dwell in that curse that you thought you sent to me. In Jesus' name, I say little prayers to send it back. So instead of me being stuck, like y'all try to create this stuck energy around me, and you're doing it to yourself. Skill. Application, study, reflection. Yeah. Ooh, there's a lot of cards right here. Got faithful lover again, triumph, and success. I feel like this is all regarding that. When I say I send it back to people, because this is what popped out. Skill, the magician. A magician. That's application, but you know what I get from this? Execute it perfectly. That's what I get from this. Execution. sending back what they try to send me and receiving blessings instead. Triumph. Success. It was a success. Accomplished. Mission accomplished. Yeah. Anyway, I was just trying to see if she came out the door behind me because she just so happened to finish at the same time I finished. She moved with me when I moved from over there where she was. I look up, end of the workout, and she's sitting right there by me at the end of the workout. It's like that's what they I almost feel like that's what they do. They kind of move around the gym. I don't know, maybe they have to be close to you, but you can tell those are the unskilled ones because I've had people not nowhere near that close to me throwing stuff. You know, when you skilled, you can throw it from miles away. When you're skilled, you can sit way on the other side of the room. You don't have to be that right there up close on you. So it tells me she's not really skilled at what she's doing. It tells me they send anybody, whoever will agree to come. Anyway, I don't know what this person is right here, but they've been pulled off and left. It's so funny. Right when I turned my camera on, they pulled off making all that noise with that truck. All the noise. And then I look up and they sitting right back right there, y'all. Right back right there. It's so weird to me. You got them sitting right there. You got Tennessee over there. Hold up. You got, can you see? DeKalb County there. I don't know if they the good ones or the bad ones. I have no idea. With the Honda vehicle, they sped off earlier and they back. Speeding off. I pulled over here into the store on the side over here. I forgot y'all was on here for a second, or I actually forgot that it was gonna end the Wi-Fi and it cut off. So now I'm back. Ain't gonna be here too much longer because I gotta finish doing what I was doing. Don't surprise me that I look up in DeKalb County sitting behind me. I just hope they ain't on no BS. That's all. Because I've already dealt with a lot of BS from coming my way from them. You know, I like to see the good ones for a change, not the ones who be trying to set shit up and do weird shit in the background. You know, I already dealt with them. And then the very next day, I had to pull up at what looked like police academy around there. And then I had the mental health person in my car. Now I work out and I look up and they sitting right there in the parking lot. You about to go in and work out too? So, I don't know. Do they still do the trainer? Like you gotta make it through training? I don't even think they do that anymore. You gotta get through this whole little training before they hire you. It's like you can be pretty much anybody. Go in there as long as you can pass training and pass the drug test, and you could be a police officer. But I don't even think they do the training anymore. I don't think they do it. I don't know. Anyway, I hope it's good ones and not the bad ones trying to set something up. It's the last thing we need. Somebody trying to frame somebody. That's the last thing we need. So, you know, if anybody know how to do that, it'd be them. It would be them. So shout out to all the good police that's out there, all the good feds, the good CIA people, the good FBI. No, I feel like at least once a year, y'all need to take a thorough look at the people y'all working with to make sure they not the type of people who take bribes, the type of people who stage things in people cars when they pull them over, not the type of people who will go out the way to try to frame somebody who hasn't done anything. I feel like at least once a year, that's what people need to do. Like take a week or two, maybe even a month out the year, and investigate people on a private level. I feel like that would be really good. Something to start doing. You don't let people know when they're being investigated. I feel like maybe CIA or something comes in once a month. You know how we have kind of like secret shoppers that come into grocery stores and gas stations and fast food restaurants. I feel like that's kind of what you need for the police department too. For someone to come in and maybe appear to have a job with them, maybe a desk job or something. I don't know how they would do that, but like investigate them without them knowing it to see what type of stuff goes on behind closed doors. I feel like that would be a great idea for police departments to start doing, um, because we know they can vet their people all they want to, and everything you're not going to get from that. You may not get the fact that they take bribes or they will stage something in somebody's car. How many times we've seen videos where people getting pulled over and you can see them kind of throwing something over in somebody's car and they're pretending to find and then taking them to jail. I've seen plenty of those videos. I've also looked up and seen several people around my house. So funny. Um, appear to be looking for stuff, and then you have people in and out your house, and you don't know what's going on. So, yeah, for anybody who may be watching that could be connected to a police department or any type of any type of people of law, I feel like that's something y'all really need to start doing outside of properly vetting your people. I feel like that would be good. At least once a year, do like something like a secret shop and look at them and see what they up to and how they doing things. Anyway, just a thought, random thought, because you just never know who you be dealing with. I feel like they're more good than bad. I do feel that way, but it still doesn't change the bad ones. That's all. Anyway, let's see what's in the energy before I run in here real quick. I'm about to turn this off. I ain't gonna be here long. I already been here long enough talking about random stuff. Old girl never came up out of there anyway. She finished when I did. Typically, I go get a massage or something when I finish working out. And so when I finish, that's exactly what she did. Looked like she went over to the counter to get to probably get a massage or something, because she went straight over to the counter when she finished working out, or doing whatever it was that she was doing. I don't know. I never really seen her workout, and so yeah, that prompted me to just keep going. I'll skip the massage for today to stay out of that dirty energy she was sending. Strangely enough, y'all, when I came outside, all it took is a few minutes of fresh air and I don't feel it anymore. I really don't feel like what they do really work on me. Not like they want it to. You know, I can feel it to begin with and then it goes away. It goes right away. That's what happens when you're blessed and highly favored. You're covered in the blood of Jesus when You have a real relationship with the Most High. Stuff may not work like they wanted to. I recommend that before I recommend anything else, before I recommend the crystals, the sage, the Palo Santo. I recommend you find a relationship, you build a relationship with the Most High. Because that's more powerful than any of this other stuff that I be using. Any of it. Anyway, let's see what's in the energy. Solar plexus says I do. Imbalance is power, purpose, shame. So if you have an imbalance in your solar plexus, then you may be power hungry. You could feel powerless. You could feel ashamed at something that you've done, ashamed of just being you, ashamed of being different. You could lack purpose in your life. Crystal that you can use to help you with that says Aventurin. It's for your mental thoughts, to be stable in your mental thoughts, because you want to feel powerful, but you don't want to use the power you feel like you have in order to do shady things. So you want it to be a balance. You don't want to feel ashamed of anything that you've done in your past. However, you don't want to be doing things that make you feel shame currently. And so again, you have to find balance. Find your purpose in life, your divine purpose in life. And so when your solar plexus is off, you know those are the things you're going to struggle with. Also, random thing, but the first thing I looked at when I seen the solar plexus card is I do. Maybe somebody's about to get married. Someone is about to get married. Contemplating. Someone may be contemplating getting married. They may be thinking about it. I also just seen setup. So somebody may be thinking about how they can set somebody up here. Somebody may be thinking about how they're going to use their power and their privilege to set somebody up here. Then we just finished talking about that. And so they'll have to do a lot of setting up, because I don't even stop at the regular places anymore. I just go do a lot of random stuff. And so they'll have to keep pre-planning to figure this one out. They have to keep pre-planning. And don't think for 1 second you're going to do some magic over my apps and it's going to have me stop in a particular area and you just know I'm going to go to work out right there in that area, because you'll be fooled. I'll drive way to another area just because. So y'all going to have to do a lot of pre-planning. A lot of looking into the future. A lot of abuse of divination if y'all going to try to set me up here. You know, you gotta wonder what kind of crooked people these are. Or maybe they're not crooked. Maybe they just feel entitled. They crooked too, though. But they feel entitled to something. Something that they should not feel entitled to. You know, people kill me when they try to use their money or their power that they have because they have a certain title. The privilege they might have that comes along with could just simply be how they look. It could be a title, it could be a skin color, it could be someone you're related to. Many things could give you privileges in life, but when you use them for the wrong things, when you use them to get over on people, when you use them to try to sabotage something else, that's when something is wrong. Civil rights here. Somebody's violating somebody's civil rights here. they violating hard. And so if you got them following you around, seem to be trying to figure out what their next move is going to be, one person you can reach out to, or entity that you can reach out to, is the United Nations. When you have police that are out trying to set you up, trying to frame you, trying to make it seem like you're doing something wrong, and you got to reach out to someone higher than them. Aside from God, aside from praying to God, because again, that's first and foremost. You can reach out to someone that's definitely higher than them. I don't know about the other agencies, the FBI, the Feds, the CIA. I really don't know what they are used for in particular. I think one of them is like drugs or something like that, but I don't really know, y'all. I know beyond that, because a lot of times they are all working together sometimes. Definitely United Nations when you got people in these type of positions who are trying to set you up. I don't know, maybe y'all could do a little bit more research. A little bit more research and try to figure out who you can contact locally that's going to help you with that. And I feel like that's what we have here. Somebody see you as a threat, or they feel threatened, in other words, but they would not feel threatened. I just got endings here twice. I just seen endings twice. One is on the top, but I literally just shuffled through, and I seen one ending as I was shuffling, and then another ending popped out on top. Two different cards says endings. Something's about to end. I feel like somebody's definitely trying to set something up here. And look, they were paid to do it. So you got somebody here taking a bribe, trying to set somebody up. And isn't that what we were just talking about? I told y'all everything that I be saying be relevant to what's going to come out in these cards next. Sometimes it may sound like I'm going on a rant, and you may not want to listen to it before I start with the cards, but if you listen to it, you will always see that there is some relevance at the end of it. I never know what cards are going to come out. And so it's not like I'm staging anything. I'm literally just talking and telling y'all what's on my mind and the things that I see happening around me. And then I pull these cards, and it speaks volumes to what's going on, y'all. It speaks volumes to what's going on. Low key. Somebody's name could be Low or Key. Somebody could definitely be part of the LGBTQ community. They were paid to set something up here. They were paid to do it. And so you look around and you wonder, why is this person just following me around like this? And why does she keep looking at me like this? I look up from working out, she looking right in my face. I go over in the other part and look up, she right there by me. I go in the back, take my shower, finish getting dressed, and come out. She's standing right in there in the locker room with me. And so I already knew. Matter of fact, I wasn't going to post it, but now I am going to post it just so people can see the type of stuff that go on. We so money hungry. We do anything for money, for clout. And like I said, it's people like that I feel like need to be exposed. People like that I really feel like need to be exposed. People who take money and do anything. And unfortunately, you have them in all walks of life, in all positions. Somebody in a grocery store could take a bribe. Somebody in fast food restaurant could take a bribe and throw something over in your food. The police can take bribes from people, and especially if it's people with money. You get millionaires, you're talking about bribing somebody. If they tell you I give you $1 million, it's probably what they're not gonna make their lifetime. And so you never know. You never know what's going on here. I seen private party, and I seen investigation. And I know it says private party because I've seen that card so many times. Oh, private plane is what it said. But you know what I was getting? I didn't see the plane part. I thought that was my private party card. All I seen was private an investigation. There's a private investigation going on. And so I don't know if that is on these people who are taking a bribe to do something, or if the people that's taking the bribe have their own private investigation going on and they're trying to make, they staging stuff. They're staging stuff. It's pretty much what I'm getting, what my mind is going to. It says dismantled though. Whatever they think it may not have worked. Whatever they were trying to do. It's not working. It is not working. You're always on my mind. I see it's time to take a break here. That's what this card says. Maybe somebody will get a break from their job if they're abusing their power when it comes down to certain things. If they're just taking bribes and going against the very community that they're supposed to be helping. There's a problem with that. There is a problem with that. Fatal attraction. It's about relationships. Somebody don't want to give up something here. I don't know. Like, I don't know how this could be an issue of fatal attraction because I'm single. And I have been for 7 years. And I ain't talking about single and still sleeping with people. I've been single. Y'all know what it means to say it twice. Abusive here. Somebody's definitely, look what's right behind it. So this is someone with privilege, power, privilege, that's being abusive. That's abusing their power here. We just seen what was right behind. Definitely about something going on that's emotional. Somebody paying somebody to put their whole job on the risk. So I hope they're paying them enough. I hope it's worth it. In case you lose your job, then you can just go on and have your money. You have no more credibility in life. Nobody will trust you in life, but you'll have your money to go sit down and settle down with. And even if you got $1 million, $1 million won't last you a lifetime. Believe me, it won't last you a lifetime. You may get by a little while with it. Lawsuit. Yeah, that's what it's going to end up being, because I feel like that's what this is. People are trying to set up certain things. The minute I mentioned something about that police officer yesterday, that's the first thing I get. She will be booked. It's the first thing I seen. And y'all, I already know the energy. I am literally tortured by the energy every day, and so I've kind of gotten used to it. But I read right through what they be saying. And again, they put it right in your face. They put it right in your face. So the minute I said that about that police officer yesterday, before I could turn around good in the parking lot, that's what was on my phone. She will be booked. And so my first thought was, if you're going to lock me up for nothing, I guess that's me getting into some good trouble, because I've never been locked up for anything else. And now here y'all are, abusive power here, trying to stage things, set things up. You taking money and bribes to come against people who haven't did anything. And then you have these nasty attitudes because ain't nobody kissing your ass in the process, because you feel like you should be able to say certain things or do certain things. And we supposed to go cower to the side and just allow you to be whatever it is that you are, because you're in this position. But that position doesn't make you inhuman. You still the same as me. You still got to give the same respect that you expect to receive. Otherwise, how you expect to be respected when you're not giving that, when you're trying to set stuff up, when you're taking bribes to not do your job. And so, yeah, doesn't matter to me. That's really what I'm getting here, though. Is that, like I said, that's the first thing I seen yesterday. So whether it's for me or whether it's for somebody else, they're trying to do something to have somebody locked up here. And it's somebody who hasn't even done anything. This is power hungry people. This is people with their solar plexus blocked. They don't know what to do with their power. They're abusive with their power, with their privileges that they have. These the ones that, you know, it's like the guy shot the woman that was in the house, supposed to have been with a pot of water in her hand, because she was said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." It's like when something truth is said, or something when something is said that's gonna bind them to what they're doing or stop them from whatever it is that they're doing, then they have an issue. Especially these ones, if they're willing to take a bribe, they don't too much care about the community. When I see a Scorpio here, Scorpio could definitely have something to do with this. Ones that's willing to take a bribe, they don't care about the community. All they care about is their pockets. And they probably got the job because it was one of the best jobs that they can get, with whatever background they have. Because that's why you be taking bribes. If you got the job because that's what you love to do, is help the community, then you wouldn't be out there taking bribes to set people up who haven't done anything. And so we know you got this job for a different reason. And so when you're riding around following people and trying to stage something and set something up, I hope somebody riding around and watching y'all and seeing these people. By all means, go in these places that I'm showing you. Pull the camera footage before they do, because that's all they do. They set something up to try to get rid of the camera footage. They're bribed to do things, and they go in and they bribe other people to do things. So pull the cameras before they get to them, because that's all that's gonna happen. So you be able to see. Who the real people here is. I see celebrity here. I've seen celebrity twice come up and war. I'm in love with someone else. This may definitely be about relationships here. You already seen fatal attraction. Somebody don't want to let somebody go. Somebody giving some money to some crooked police officers to try to set somebody up. All y'all deserve to go to jail if that's the case. I want to do the same thing happen to police that go to jail as happen to children rapists. Like, do they see them and be like, "Oh, you the one that came up against you, the people that we don't like. We don't like people like you." I wonder if that's what happened. I don't know why y'all that just popped up in my mind. Because when people rape children, I said the word, didn't I? When people do stuff like that to children, then they go to prison, and they have people coming for them. That's what they do. Because at a certain point, people protected women and children, right? I don't know. We've came so far, but yet we still have so far to go, because it's definitely not like that anymore. People will come against women and children. You find women and children being the targets a lot of time. And so I wonder if people do that to police officers when they go to jail for doing crooked stuff and in their positions of power. I just seen yes. I don't know, y'all. Anyway, like I said, I would definitely challenge these police departments to not only do some thorough vetting with their people, but go behind the scene and watch what it is that they're doing. Put trackers on their vehicle. See if they where they supposed to be at. Put cameras on in the vehicle. See what it is they're doing. Track their phone. See who it is that they communicate with when they do certain things. Who they've reached out to. And you may be surprised to know that these people not working for the city, they work inside jobs when they on the job. I don't know if that's the case here. With this one particular one, I don't really know if that's the case here. I'm not saying that that's what they're doing, but this is the energy that I'm getting. And it's definitely what's coming out in the cards. Gemini. Something with a Gemini here. Manipulative. I just see OnlyFans. Speaking or acting in an evasive way. Gemini. A Gemini. I don't know. But we got Gemini and a Scorpio here. Gemini and a Scorpio. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 4. Do not wear yourself out to gain wealth. So what they be doing, I guess, when they be out here doing this extra stuff for money, they be doing when they're bribed to do stuff that they wouldn't normally do. Look, I just cut the deck on Won't Let Go. Gemini paying for spells. Gemini won't let go. Trying to make you sick. It was so funny. I just looked up the sign that I see. It says Daxus Grab Trap. Yeah, Grab Trap. They sell wings, fish, fillies, hoagies. Y'all go check them out. But yeah, and imagine people with clout doing things, trying to stage things so people could be locked up, y'all. That's sad. It's very sad. But that's what we do. That is what we do. You wonder why it's so many of us that are in these prisons right now. Makes you wonder how many people are in prison that don't belong there. We was just trying to sign petitions and call governors and mayors and reach out to them about this one guy who has been executed when all the evidence said he wasn't doing what they claimed he was going to do. And the governor did not stop the execution. He let it just go on when there was ample evidence that this man didn't do what they were saying he did. And so it's kind of what happens. That's what happens when you have people in positions they should not be in. Justice is not truly served to the people who deserve justice. Justice is given to people they feel like they want to give it to. And I don't think that's not really the purpose. Again, it goes back to being power hungry here. Air signs. Air signs. We already seen Gemini. I pulled out a Gemini, a Scorpio, and now we have Leo. 3 signs here: Gemini, Scorpio, and Leo. Red rum, Asia. Something about Asia. Could be a name. Could be where somebody's going. Federal court. Just seeing that. B2B, new contracts, new clients, recommendations, business. It's a family setup. So maybe this Gemini, maybe their name could be Asian. Maybe this Gemini has somebody in their family named Asia. It's a family setup here. No, that's the artist, dark web, blood. Yeah, it's definitely family. A world leader. You'll win that race that you didn't know you were running. Mars, tone in the blood. I can't make it up, y'all. This is family. Your family, somebody else's family. This is family trying to set somebody up. Right behind that, someone calls the unaliving for money. Manipulative. anxiety, constantly sending negative energy. Bonnie and Clyde. Let me let y'all see these so you know I'm not making them up. Here's the artist right here doing something with the dark web. It's blood right here. A world leader right here. You'll win that race you didn't know you were running. Mars. Says toning the blood right here. Someone calls to unaliving for money. Someone is manipulative here. Someone has anxiety here. Constantly sending negative energy. Bunny and Clyde. I'm gonna go ahead and end this right here, y'all. I'm gonna run in the store. I got other stuff to do today. I don't want to see her long enough for them to develop a plan to finish out what they started, because we can see that that's what's going on here. Somebody trying to set someone up here to go to jail. They staging some things here. They are staging some things here. I'm not worried about it. Because even if they are successful with setting some things up, God will send somebody right to me or give me a message at the last minute. Get up out of there. To do something different, to go backwards, so to do something. It'll be the most random thing I'm getting a message to do. And all their plans will go down the trash. Because I have faith enough to know that God's not going to allow me or allow them, allow their plans to be successful. Yeah. Ambulance in the parking lot now. Anyway, I'm about to go. I'm about to run into this store right here. Finish doing what I was doing. Maybe I need to do my little daily activities in an area outside of this county that I'm in, because that's what I have trouble with the most, is ones they've been, and it's not all of them. It's probably not even most of them, y'all. But there is a handful of them now. You don't know if you can trust. Like I said, I've been inside of my house when I had one. You know, you come outside and you see them sneaking around your house. You're not supposed to be able to do that. This is like, I feel like I've been violated in so many different ways by people who feel like they can just get away with it. Like one of my managers said, we cooperate with the police. There's this whole thing you need in order to cooperate with them. And I should have known if they were doing anything inside of my house. I should have known. But evidently they did that. You come outside and they just hanging out in your parking lot, unidentified cars, unmarked cars, and not in uniform, but they say they working with them. They on undercover um, official business, but they won't give you any of the things that will identify themselves. You catch them lurking around your fence and they immediately jump in their vehicle and pull off and don't tell you why they looking over behind your fence. So, yeah, I've definitely had issues with them. I've only ever reported it one time, and that was when the one that was sitting in the parking lot said she was on official business. And that's because I wasn't sure whether she was a fake police officer or a real one. But you don't have a uniform on. You're sitting out here in a regular car. Your badge don't even look real, to be honest with you. This little baby badge that you keep flashing randomly that you won't hold up and actually let me see. I tell you, I'm going to call the police, and your first thing is don't call them. You can call them yourself from your walkie-talkie. Do you want me to call somebody up here so they can tell you who I am, so that they can identify me? If you on official duty or whatever you say you on, why I can't call the police and they verify it? Y'all all supposed to work together, right? Yeah. And so, like I said, I've had issues in the past with them, and it's not all of them. For the most part of it, most of them do their job. They do their job, and I don't mean their side jobs that they're getting paid or bribed to do. I mean their jobs. That's what they're there for, the community. Why you got a handful of them that's in there, and it may not be a whole handful. It might just be like 3 or 4 of them that's in there, but they definitely doing their own thing. They do their own thing. Power go right to their head. They feel like they can get away with a lot of things, and they're irritated with you, especially if you talk to them like they're human just like you. It's like they're your equal, because those ones that feel entitled, those ones who let the power go to their head, they don't feel like they're your equal. They feel like you're beneath them, and they want you to act like you're beneath them. And so when you don't act like that, it aggravates them, and they do weird stuff. Anyway, I'm about to run into the store, y'all. I'll be back.